Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Check Hair TV, where sharing is caring. Today I'll be sharing with you how I transform my beautiful clients from natural short hair to these lovely jumbo box braids without using any heat. So if you're in this, then stay tuned and watch the entire video. For this style, we use a total of 5.5 packs of the realistic 3X Ghana pre-stretched hair in the color jet gray. There were 3 bundles in one pack and they were all 50 inches. So I started out by pre-parting her hair into about 8 rows, and then I gently combed out each row or section with a white teeth comb until I felt it was soft enough to braid. Now guys, tip: when doing jumbo braids, you want to make sure that you again watch your client's hair, her hair density, thickness and thin areas. Make sure that you do your observation throughout. When doing jumbo braids, you don't want it to be in a way that it is too full or it is too spacey. When I do jumbo braids, I take into consideration a lot of things: my client's hair density, her thinness, her thick areas, and also things that are besides the hair. So I look at my client, I look at her height, if she's short, if she's tall, I look at her frame, if she's thin or not so thin. I also look at her neck just to have an idea of how much weight she can handle on her head, because a lot of people come and they say they want jumbo box braids and then they show you a picture they see off of Instagram, and then the braids are extremely thick and you look at them and you're like, this is going to be too heavy for you particularly. So you have to watch a lot of things and take into consideration a lot of things when someone asks you for jumbo braids, or at least that is what I do. I also try to make sure that the ratio of my partings are to the amount of hair I pull, which means I do not want to part a section that is huge and then add a tiny bit of hair to it, and I do not want to part a section that is too small and then add a lot of braids to it, because that would be heavy. So as you can see, I have parted my section. I'm now going to add the braiding hair. Now, because her hair is natural and is obviously a different color than the braiding hair, I had to tuck her hair. I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't have anybody to record for me, so I wasn't able to get a close-up video of me doing this, but soon I'll get to show you guys in another video. Alright, now guys, the only reason why we use a total of 5.5 packs, I know it sounds a lot, but that was only because the length that it came in was not long enough for her. She wanted it longer, so we had to feed in to the ends. So that is what took up most of the braids. If the hair came with the length she wanted, then we probably would have used 4 packs, but they were shorter than the required length, so that is the only reason why we used so much. You guys would see me feed into the ends of the hair. Now, when feeding into box braids, especially when the hair was pre-cut into 3 sections, you want to start adding the hair when the braid itself loses its initial thickness. That is when you want to start adding your first piece. And then I normally go down to about mid back length, and then I just plait down the rest just like that without adding any more hair. So I add until I'm about mid back or breast length, sometimes depending on the length, and then I just continue braiding down. Normally I may add around 5 pieces of hair and then braid down. Also, to be a bit uniformed, you can just measure the braid to the previous one you did and do that throughout, so that the braids can look like the same size throughout. If it is difficult in just guessing, you just measure it with the previous one when you're braiding it down, and you will know if it is too thick or too thin. And guys, I did add rubber bands to the first 2 rows of her hair just because she wanted to put them up in a bun after, and the rubber bands would have made it way easier to put them up. So I did that. They're not tight, and just make sure that your client's hair is moisturized when adding the rubber bands, and you tell her how to take out the rubber bands. Guys, do not pull the rubber bands out of your hair. You can take the end of a rat tail comb and raise up like a section of your rubber band and just clip it out. Do not pull if you think that you're going to cause breakage. And for braiders, try not to wrap the rubber bands too tight on your client's hair. Don't go about wrapping it more than 5 or 6 times, especially 5 is enough. I was really trying to show you guys how I feed in my hair, but my hand is really big. I have like man hands, so they were just blocking it anyway. I hope you guys can at least, have an idea of what I was doing. If not, for you guys, for those of you who are in St. Vincent, I will be having classes to teach you guys how to do all of that, so you can just come on and join my class sessions. Message me and let me know if you're interested. Now, if you're new here or you haven't subscribed to my channel but you're loving the tips, then why not? Like, why haven't you subscribed as yet? Please subscribe to my channel and make sure to turn on your notification bell. That way you won't miss a video, because there are a lot of styles coming and a lot more tips coming your way. So subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Thank you. And now we are on the last braid. Next, we're just going to hot water, trim, mousse, slay those edges, and she would be done. So sit back and enjoy the rest of this video. And voila, we're finished, guys. And you guys can see they aren't too thick or they aren't too thin. I mean, some people might say this is spacey. I don't think it is spacey. It is just right. It's a right ratio for her height and her size, because she is a bit thin and she is short. So you didn't want to overpower her head with a lot of braids because you're seeing a bit of scalp. No, it is not good for her. She will get stiff neck. So you got to take into consideration your client's comfort. You do not braid just because the style looks good. Take into consideration how your client is going to handle it, how she's going to feel afterwards, because I mean, you want her to keep in the braids for a while so that she could sell your service as well. So tips. And yes, we're still hot watering. I did add mousse. Sadly the clip for that got cut, so yeah, but I did add mousse and I did spray her hair afterwards. And voila, we're finally finished and she is feeling herself. Her hair is fully tucked in and beautiful. And here she has it in a bun. This is the style that she wanted, but you can go ahead and comment in the comment section which style you prefer, if you prefer it down or you prefer it in a bun. Also, you guys can leave your tips below and let me know what you guys think, because after all, this channel is about sharing.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to Share Care TV, where sharing is caring. And don't forget to share this video. Bye bye.
If you guys haven't already, then go right ahead and check out my tutorial on jumbo box braids with ombre highlights. Here is a card in the top corner, just click on it. You guys can go right ahead and add me on Instagram at hair by Cherise or at blooming_flower.x.o.